Hey everybody, it's Katie Farner, your director for Team Sunshine State Superstars. Today I'm going to talk about putting systems in place to really help you with a solid follow-up with your customers. So it's incredibly important that we have systems in place to keep us in check, to make sure that we are following up with all of our customers when they place orders. Whether it's online orders, basket parties, home parties, we need to make sure that we are following up with every single one of those customers. So it's really important to have a system in place for that. You can use the workstation. Lots of people use the workstation and they just go back, and check that way. But I'm more of a paper kind of gal. So this is what I do. So I bought one of these file folders from Target, and it's got 12 tabs, one for each of the months of the year. Then I have inside the customer information sheets. These can be found in the workstation under resources, and then the little section entitled Cincy Family Store under the resources tab. So this customer information sheet has the top blank for all of their contact info. Over here on the left, it's got places for special dates, birthdays, anniversaries, so on. Over here, it's got information in what they might be interested in, hosting, joining, so on and so forth. Down here is a place to track your phone calls with them, and then over here is a place to track their order history. So I like to use these after a home party. I bring all of my order forms obviously home with me, and I copy this information down. I try to ask them for their date of birth at the party, so I can add that over here, which I'll talk about what I do with that in a little while. So after I have copied all of their information down, I will file it in the appropriate month in my folder here. So if it's a new customer, someone who hasn't established a reordering routine with me, I set them on a 3-month schedule. So let's say we're talking January. It's a party in January. So I'll count January, February, March. So I will put their customer information sheet in the month of March. I will be following up with them in March to see if they need more product. Say it's a customer who's ordered from me many times. I will look at their order history and see the average of their reorder rate. Maybe they reorder every 2 months. Maybe they reorder every 4 months, every 6 months. I'll find out after they've established a routine how often they reorder, and I'll file theirs in the appropriate months. So, for example, April's almost over. We're getting ready to get into May. So I would go to my section for May, and I would pull out all of my customers that are here in May. I would give them all a call at the beginning of the month and let them know that it was a courtesy call, because I had figured they were probably running low on their wax or on their layers products or what have you. And I was going to call to see if they needed any more product or if they had any questions about their product, so on and so forth. Something like that. And, they'll appreciate the courtesy call, because a lot of the times, if somebody places an order online especially, people can lose your contact information. Stuff can happen. So it's so important to stay on top of your follow-up with them. I also have one of these, which I didn't bring with me, but I also have one of these where I keep track of my customers' birthdays. So at the beginning of the month, I'll pull all the birthdays for that month and send them a little card in the mail, or, I'll send them maybe a free scent circle if they're a really great customer, what have you. So it's so important to have a system in place to ensure that you are following up. I wish I would have been doing something like this from the very beginning as opposed to just now, because I think it makes a huge difference. They want to know that you're on top of it. This business is all about customer service, so we really need to go above and beyond for that customer service. And I feel a part of that is helping them when they have a need, and making sure that we're there for them when they need it. Because if we're not, let's face it, it's very easy to drive to Walmart and pick up some wax, and some customers just don't necessarily care that much about that. So we need to make it as easy as possible for them to reorder, and this is one way that I like to do that. So again, the customer information sheets can be found on your workstation under resources and then Cincy Family Store. And you can easily buy one of these at Target or, Office Depot or what have you. And this system may not be right for you, but I like this system for me. I feel like it works really well for, you know, me and the way I like to work my business. So any questions, feel free to comment below. I hope that this helps you with your, you know, structure for keeping on top of your customers' needs for reorders. And thanks for tuning in, and I will catch you next time.